What's up, y'all? It's your girl JJ and I am back with another video. So y'all, I'm coming at y'all with another story time. But before we get into the story time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so y'all, we're gonna jump right into the story. Okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but it's gonna be something like my best friend smashed a boy that I really liked, y'all. Like, I really liked this boy. Don't know why, but I did. So anyways, in this story time, we're gonna name her, we're gonna call her Didi. Yeah, so we're gonna call her Didi, and the boy that she smashed, we're gonna call him Pierre. Okay, Didi and Pierre. Let's get these names out the way so I don't be calling it. Y'all know how I do. Anyways, so okay, y'all, growing up, and this story takes place like high school, like this is a long time ago. So y'all, growing up, my family, we still are a football family, but we grew up every Saturday. It was get ready early as hell in the morning, go to the football field. My brother played football, my dad was a football coach, my mom worked at the snack bar. Like, y'all, it would be like a family goddamn affair. So one day, like normal, y'all, we getting ready to go to the field, and you know, we packing all our things that we might need, me and my sister Tori, and you know, my brother, my mom, my dad, they all getting ready so we can all go to the field. This was normal. So we get there bright and goddamn early, because y'all, we used to be there so early. So we get there early. So my mom introduced me to a lady's daughter, and her name was Didi. So me and my sister Tori, you know, we talking to her, we just like sitting there, you know, like getting to know her. So at this time, y'all, I was dating this boy, but it's so weird because we dated on the last day of summer school, and then we never seen each other again. Like, y'all, we literally, it was a strictly talking on the phone type of relationship, but it don't matter. I really liked him. He was fine as he was so fine. Anyways, so Didi was like, what school do you go to? So I told her, I'm like, oh, I go to, and I told her the high school I went to. And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, what high school you go to? So then she told me, she was like, oh, I go to such and such. And I'm like, oh, do you know somebody's name? And then the boy that I was dating, he don't need a name, but I'm gonna just be like, my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, you know my boyfriend? And she was just like, girl, yes. Oh my God, he fine as hell. Like, he is so fine. Like, she went on a rampage telling me how fine he was, right? So I'm just looking at her smiling. I'm like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. Like, we're dating. And she was just like, I'm sorry. Like, oh my God, like, I didn't, you know, like, I didn't know. Like, I'm sorry. She was like, he is very handsome. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Because, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, that boy was cute. He ain't cute no more, though. Anyways. So, anyways. Okay, so yeah. You know, I didn't even really trip off that, y'all, because I'm just like, it's not like she knew that was my boyfriend, you know, like, she just saying somebody fine. I get it. Somebody would ask me about somebody that was at my school that was fine, I would have been like, oh yeah, ooh. So anyways, I put that to the side. We end up becoming really cool. Like, y'all, she was so cool. I'm not even gonna lie. And she was so cute. Like, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, Didi was so cute. She had a nice little body on her. She had some long pretty hair. She was brown skin. Like, she was so cute. I used to just absolutely adore this girl, right? So we exchanged numbers. So, you know, every Saturday we would pretty much see each other. So of course we just like really developed this like really strong bond. And then eventually, you know, I would go to her house, she would come to my house, y'all. We would have so much fun. Oh my God, we would have so much fun. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, everything cool. We got the best friendship. Like, couldn't nobody tell me nothing about Didi. Like, we was really locked in. Okay, so like I said, every Saturday, that's when we see each other. So y'all, I don't know if y'all grew up in, like, I know a lot of people haven't, but a lot of people that have grew up with somebody that plays football or any type of sport. You know, on the weekends when y'all playing, it's like everybody, you gonna meet a whole bunch of people, like different families, you know, different, you just gonna meet somebody. Okay, so we had this other friend, and we gonna just call her, what can we call her? We're gonna call her Ellie. Let's just call her Ellie. So Ellie had a big old family, okay? And Ellie's little brother played on the same team as me and Didi's brother. So yeah, Ellie had a big old family. I'm not even gonna lie. So on Saturdays, it'd be different family members coming, but y'all, let me tell you about her cousin, okay? And Pierre was so god dang fine. Like, when I say fine, y'all don't even understand. Like, this man was just brown skin. Like, I gotta tell y'all how he looked. I gotta describe him the best way that I know how. So He was brown skin. He was a little bit taller than me, so he probably was like 5'5", but just had the dreads, y'all. He had the dreads. Growing up in the Bay, y'all don't understand. If a dude had dreads, even if he looked like a tree branch, he was fine if he had some dreads. Like, he was just fine if he had dreads. Like, it don't even matter what you look like. I don't know, y'all. It could be the ugliest boy, but if he had some dreads, it'd just be like, you know what? You are kind of cute. Like, you kind of cute. If I squint my eye, leave this one open, and just, you know, look at you like this, like, you look good. So, y'all, Pierre was just so fine. He had dimples. Like I said, he was brown skin. Like, he had a cute smile. He had the gold grill. Like, Pierre was fine. Like, Pierre's still fine, y'all. He's still fine. But anyways, so, and then she also had another cousin, and we're gonna call him, he don't even really need a name, but he was just like the boy that all the parents didn't mind if their daughters dated him, because he was like the football star. So yeah, me and my boyfriend that I was dating at the time, we never broke up. We just like stopped talking. Like, I'm not even gonna like I said, it was just a relationship where we just talked on the phone anyways, but we just like eventually just like completely just stopped calling each other, and we just stopped talking. So in my eyes, I'm like, okay, we're broken up. Like, what else would we be? So, you know, of course, I'm telling Didi everything, like, yeah, girl, I haven't talked to him, and, you know, like, I think we like broken up or whatnot. And she was just like, dang, like, oh my God, like, that's so crazy. So yeah, one day, you know, Pierre is at the game, y'all, and Pierre is just like looking at me. Mind you, I looked cute that day, okay? I looked real cute that day. So he's like looking at me. I'm looking at him, because it's like, boy, you looking at me? Are you looking at me? So yeah, and I'm just like, okay, like, I think he liked me, because it's like, you staring for a little bit too long, little buddy. Like, you staring for a long time. So I pull Didi to the side, and I'm just like, girl, Pierre is fine. And she was like, girl, right, he is cute, but I like his older brother. And I'm like, right. And she was like, and his cousin look good too. And I'm like, okay. All right. So yeah, but she was just like, yeah, girl, Pierre is fine. I'm like, girl, right. So I'm like, I low-key like, I want his number. So she was just like, girl, you better get his number. I'm like, maybe I'm gonna ask Ellie, because I'm not about to, I ain't bold, like, yo, I was not that bold girl. I'm not about to ask no boy for his number, because like I told y'all before, I am afraid of rejection. If somebody tell me no, I literally might just start crying right there. Hopefully they feel bad and give me their number. I don't know, but no. So I end up talking to Ellie, and I'm just like, girl, Pierre is cute. And she was just like, oh my God, here we go. Let me guess, you like my cousin. I'm like, girl, yeah, I like your cousin. I think I love your cousin, right? Y'all, I'm so dramatic, I swear to God. So she was just like, oh my God. She was just like, girl, like, he's a player. And I was just like, well, you know, like, I just like him. Like, at this time, like, y'all, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't sexually active. So it was like, I just liked him because he was cute, and, you know, like, maybe we could kiss or something, you know, like, I wasn't thinking anything other than that. So when she told me he was a player, I was just like, oh, okay, like, I don't care, like, you know, like, tell him I like him, like, girl, hook that up, go on, girl. So she was just like, okay, like, I'll talk to him for you, I'll see, you know, like, what's up? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, Didi, girl, yeah, Ellie about to ask her cousin, like, you feel me, like, if he liked me or whatnot. So, and mind you, my sister Tori and Ellie, they were super close. So yeah, you know, we just like chilling and stuff, and we running around, and we going to the snack bar, we buying stuff, we watching different games, we going on different sides, like, we just like minding our business, going to the little rec room that was over there, because y'all, it was like a football field, and right next to the football field was like this big old like rec teen center. So, you know, we would go in there, go to the snack bar, go to the vending machines and just chill in there. They had computers in there. They had an area where you could just like completely just like sit down and just chill, and it had AC. So we in there, and we just like talking about Lord knows what. We just probably like talking, because that's just what we did, y'all. Like, we would just be talking about bullshit. So I get up to go to the vending machine, and through the glass, like, I saw Pierre, and I'm just like, oh my God. So y'all, I'm nervous as hell. Like, I see him through the glass. He's not super close up on me, but I see him like coming in, and I'm like, ooh, like, y'all, I'm over there like shaking in my damn boots. So I'm just like, okay, let me buy some gum, and then let me get some candy. So y'all, I get my stuff out the vending machine. I like open up the gum, I put some gum in my mouth, and then I like put the gum in my pocket, turn around with the candy, and I'm like walking back. So I'm acting like I don't see him. Mind you, I'm just like, boy, you know you fun as hell. Ooh. So I'm walking, you know, back to Didi, because she's just still sitting there. So I get closer to her, and then Pierre was like, what's up, little mama? Y'all, I damn near like jumped out of my skin and jumped in his, okay? Because y'all don't understand, like, maybe I like fine people, I don't know, but it was just something about him. Like, it was just the smile and the gold grill and the way he walked up. Like, y'all, I feel like, damn, growing up in the Bay is just like totally different. Like, it's just a totally different era. Like, so it's like, you feel me? He walking up twisting one of his little dreads. Like, and y'all don't understand how attractive that was. Like, y'all, it was something about a nigga walking up on you twisting them dreads, like walking like something wrong with their legs, and they just like walking up on you, grill just shining, they just twisting that little dread. Like, it's just something about that. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, it was just so like, it was such a turn on. So I'm just like staring at him, and I'm just like, what's up? And he was just like, yeah, Ellie told me you like me. And I'm just like, yeah. Like, y'all, I swear I was so shy. So it's like, when I'm like having a moment, like a very shy moment, it's hard for me to get my words out. Like, I'm literally stumbling over my words. Like, I'm so shy, especially at this time. I was extremely shy. So I was just like, yeah, like, you cute. And he was just like, you cute too, like, you fine as hell. And I was just like looking at him like, for real? But y'all, I'm just like staring. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like my eyes get like this when I'm talking to somebody, like, and they say something that I like. I'm just like, for real? Like, really? Like, you really think so? So he was just like, yeah, like, what's your number? Y'all, I gave him my house number so goddamn fast. I had a cell phone, but around that time, that's when, you know, minutes wasn't free until 7. So it was like, here go my cell phone number. But baby, when you want to call me at any time, baby, call my house phone. Call my house phone, okay? Whenever you want me, baby, I'll be there. Call that house phone. So, you know, I gave him both my numbers, of course. But yeah. So then he was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna see you when you come back over there towards the field. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was just like smitten in love. I'm just like, oh my God. So Didi walked up to me and she was just like, girl. I'm like, oh my God. Like, Pierre like me. She was just like, girl, oh my God, I'm trying to get his brother. I'm like, girl, you better get his brother. Mind you, his brother was way older than us. Like, girl, why was you trying to go after his brother? His brother was like, I don't want to say he was a grown man, but he was way older than what we were. Like, he was out of high school. He was a grown man because he was out of high school. So, yeah. So I'm just like, oh my God, girl. Like, oh, he better call me. Like, he better call my phone. So we ended up walking back to the field, and I'm just over there just like smiling from ear to ear, y'all. Like, couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Like, I was happy in love, okay? I was crazy in love, all right? So we get back over there, and I'm just like smiling at everybody. I'm just like being cool with everybody. I'm just mingling around, talking to other people, because I did have other friends there. So, you know, I'm just like mingling around, and then, you know, towards all the games then went by, and it's time for us to leave. So we ended up leaving, and before we left, like, y'all, when we were leaving and we were in the car, Pierre walks up to the car, y'all. Mind you, my parents wasn't in the car. My mom and my dad was not in the car, so nobody saw that. But we was just like sitting in the car because, y'all, at the end of the day, we would be drained. Like, we couldn't walk or step or do nothing else. Like, we wanted to just sit in the car until it was just time to go. Like, for real, my mom and my dad would be like talking to the world, and we would just be like, yeah. So Pierre walks up to the car, and he was just like, yeah, little mama, I'm gonna call you. Like, I'm gonna call you. And I'm just like, okay, all right. So I'm just over there sitting there like, Lord have mercy. I want to get home. I want to get home to that phone because, y'all, I kept the phone in my room. I don't give a damn what. Nobody else was calling for nobody but me, okay? So, yes, I stayed with the phone in my room. So I was just like, oh, my God. So we get home, y'all. We get home. I shower, put my pajamas on, got the phone on my hip. Like, y'all, I had the phone literally in my pajama pants, like, on my hip, because I'm like, soon as it ring, I'm answering on the first ring. Like, I didn't play that. Sometimes I'll answer on the second, but, baby, I'm waiting for that call. So, you know, we didn't already been in the house for like 30 minutes to an hour. The house phone rings, y'all. I click, hello. I answered that phone so fast because, baby, I wasn't playing with that man. Like, no. So he was just like, you know, he asked for me, and I was like, this is her. And he was just like, yeah, like, what's up with you? Like, what you got going on? I'm like, nothing, just got out the shower, my PJs on in the bed, you know, chilling. And he was just like, okay, you know, like, you cute. I've been checking you out for a minute now. And I was just like, oh, okay, like, for real? He was like, yeah. He was like, I was gonna say something to you, but I don't know, you just be in your own little world. Like, I didn't know if you was feeling me like that. And I'm just like, whew, boy, if you only knew. Anyways, so I'm just like, yeah, like, I've been, you know, I noticed that you was looking at me, but you would never say nothing. So I'm like, you know, I told your cousin, like, see what's up with him. And he's like, yeah, like, I'm happy you did. So y'all, we sat on the phone and we just chopped it up, okay? We chopped it up for hours, okay? Like, we were literally on that phone just talking about every and anything. Like, he was so relatable. Like, we could talk about so much stuff. Like, he had me cracking up. It was something, y'all, stop the fucking tape. It was something about a boy that was funny to me, okay? Like, don't have a personality, do not be funny. That is the whole package for me. Like, that's all I needed. Like, looks didn't even matter to me. If you had me laughing, then it was like, we're meant to be. Yeah. So yeah, y'all, we stayed on the phone for so long. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, we was just really just like bonding. I'm just like, oh my god, like, Pierre's so cool. Like, I cannot wait to tell Didi. Like, I can't wait to call her tomorrow. So we ended up getting off the phone, and I'm just like, oh my god, he's so cool. Like, y'all, I really wasn't expecting for him to be so cool. Like, I don't know why. Like, sometimes when you judge a book by its cover, like, when you look at somebody based off they look, you automatically just assume like, they probably gonna be stuck up, or they gonna be weird, or, you know, like, you just start telling yourself stuff that probably, you know, good and well is not true, but that's just like what your mind is just telling you. So that's what I thought about him. So when he actually just proved me wrong and was just like so cool, I was just like, oh my god. So y'all, weeks go by, me and Pierre, we still gotta, you know, we still talking, and we always just like, we'll see each other on Saturdays, we would talk and whatnot. Like, we just had, like, we was really, really cool. Like, we were in our talking stages, okay? So one weekend, Ellie was just like, I want y'all to come to my cousin's house. And she was saying she wanted me and my sister Tori to come to her little cousin. It wasn't Pierre's cousin. It wasn't his house. I mean, it wasn't Pierre's house. It was like their cousin. So, and he played on the football team too, and he had a little sister. So she was just like, yeah, like, ask your mom if y'all can come. And I was just like, you know what? Like, that'd be fun. Like, me, my sister, her cousin. So I ended up asking my mom. My mom was like, you know, like, it's cool. Y'all just ask, y'all ask Ellie's mom if it's cool, and Ellie's auntie. So we ended up asking them, and they was like, yeah, like, it's cool, like, y'all can come. So y'all, when I tell you we was so happy, like, we was so damn happy. So we like, oh, we get to spend a night, like, it's gonna be so fun. So everybody said yeah that we could spend a night. So my mom was just like, you know what, like, y'all just need to come home, get some clothes, and then, you know, I could drop y'all off. So we ended up going home, packing our stuff. So y'all, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, this is about to be so fun. Like, oh my god. I'm not knowing that Pierre was spending the night too. I didn't know this. Like, I truly, seriously didn't even know that he was going there, because he didn't live there. He didn't even live where he lived in, like, Oakland or something. Like, he did not live where they live. So I didn't know at this time. So, you know, we get our stuff, of course. So my mama take us in the house, and you know, I go in there, and as soon as I go in there, y'all, I see Pierre sitting on the couch with his uncle. I'm like, what is Pierre doing here? Like, y'all, I'm like smiling, because I'm just like, oh my god, like, what is he doing here? Like, why is he here? So then Ellie comes out the room with her little cousin, and then they come get us, and we just like instantly say bye to my mom, and then we go into the room. So I'm asking Ellie, I'm like, I didn't know Pierre was gonna be here. And she was just like, well, he wasn't until he found out you was coming. And I was just like, oh my god, like, oh my goodness. And she's just like, yeah, girl. So we just like watching movies and stuff, and just like having like little girl talks. Like, y'all, we was just like talking and play like little board games and stuff. Like, we was having so much fun. We ended up watching, I forgot, I think it was called American Pie. Like, y'all, I had never seen American Pie before, so I was just like, it's a very different type of movie. So I remember us watching that though. I remember watching that. So we had watched that, and then we had watched like Scary Movie. We all ended up falling asleep, right? So we knocked out, y'all. Like, I mean, completely knocked out. I don't know why, but when I'm like sleeping at somebody's house, I cannot sleep through the night. Like, I always end up waking up. Like, I just completely wake up. So I woke up, and everybody is still asleep. Ellie sleep, my sister Tori sleep, her little cousin, Ellie's little cousin, she's sleeping. So I'm just like laying there. So I'm like this, just like laying there watching the TV. Next thing I know, Pierre come in the room. and he like tapped me, like, cause he came like from the back. So if I'm laying down this way looking at the TV, like he came through the door and he like tapped me, and he was like, Jamisha, you woke? And I turned around and I'm like, yeah, I'm woke. And he was just like, come in the living room with me and come watch TV with me. And I was just like, okay. So y'all, soon as he left out the room, I started like fixing my clothes, like fixing my little braids. I put some gum in my mouth, because y'all, I stay with gum. I did not play them type of games, okay? Breath was not gonna be on funk, okay? So I put some gum in my mouth. So I'm chewing, y'all. I was chewing on some Winter Fresh. I'm not trying to have props in my videos, but do y'all remember this gum? Do y'all remember Winter Fresh? Do y'all? This was my favorite gum, okay? I used to chew the hell out of this, all right? Like, if you know me, I stay with some Winter Fresh gum. I stayed with that gum, okay? So I instantly, like, you feel me, like, just like fix myself real quick, throw my gum in my mouth, and I head in the living room. So I get in the living room. Of course, he just sitting there, just twisting his dreads, like sitting back on the chair like this, just twisting his little dreads. And I'm just sitting there looking at him like, boy, you are so cute. I want to kiss you. So yeah, he was like, sit down. So I ended up sitting down. He was like, why are you so far? Like, scoot closer. So I ended up like scooting closer to him. And we were just like talking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Pierre was so cool. Like, we were just like having us like just talking about so much stuff. And you know, all the adults would sleep. Like, everybody in the house would sleep, y'all. Like, everyone. So we just like talking, and the TV is on and we watching TV. So he just ended up like leaning up, like he leaned over and kissed me. And at first I kind of just like sat there for a minute, because I was so nervous, because I'm just like, oh my God, did this boy just kiss me? Like, yeah, he just kissed me. So when he kissed me, y'all, I froze. So then he stopped, and then he was like, you don't want to kiss? And I was just like, yeah, I do. So then he was like, kiss me. So then, y'all, I started kissing him. So then we just like really just over there kissing. Like, y'all, I'm really like just tonguing it up with this boy, like just having up a kissing storm. Like, y'all, we just we doing all that, right? So he was like, let's get on the floor. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, mind you, I'm not thinking nothing. Like, I'm just thinking he want to get on the floor and kiss. Like, y'all, I was so naive and so like, oh, I hate myself when I was so much younger, because I was just so naive to things, because I'm just thinking he just want to kiss. Like, I'm not thinking nothing else. So we kissing. He is like on top of me, but he's just like kissing me, you know. But he's not doing nothing. Like, he's not grinding himself on me. He's not doing nothing like that. He's just like on top of me, and we just like kissing. So I'm just like laying there, just like kissing this man, right, with this boy. So next thing I know, he was like, you want to have sex? And I was like, no. I was like, no, I'm a virgin. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh my God, like, I didn't know you was a virgin. He was like, but like, let me take your virginity. And I'm like, no. Like, y'all, like, the way he said it, it was just like, you feel me, like he just wanted to fuck me. And I'm just like, yeah, no. So he started trying to like pull my pants down. So y'all, I'm pulling my pants back up. And he tried to pull my pants down again, and I pulled my pants back up, and I'm just like, yeah, no, like, I'm not ready to have sex yet. Like, I feel like I'm not ready for that. And he was just like, y'all, I could tell he just got so mad, and he was just like, all right then, and like completely just like got up and then sat back on the couch and like lay down. So I'm just like laying there on the floor like, okay. So I ended up just getting up, and then I just walked away and went back in the room, because I was just like, okay, like, you're mad because I don't want to have sex with you? Like, if I'm not ready for that, like, let me, like, you know, like, it was cool. What was wrong with us kissing? Kissing was fun. So yeah, I was just like, dang, that's crazy. So I just went in the room, and I was just like, I laid back down, and I was just like, dang, that's crazy. And I was just like watching TV for a minute, then eventually I just dozed off and went to sleep. The next morning when we woke up, everybody got up, and you know, we ate breakfast and stuff, and her auntie, Ellie's auntie, was just like, oh, like, your mama's gonna come pick you up soon, so, you know, like, y'all get y'all stuff together, like, y'all gonna be leaving soon. Mind you, Pierre was in the living room just like acting, just completely ignoring me. Like, he didn't say nothing to me. Like, he just completely just like ignored me. So I was just like, okay, like, whatever. So then eventually, you know, we left and went home. So when we went home, he ended up calling me, and he was just like, yeah, like, you know, like, I didn't know you was a virgin, but I was really trying to, like, you know, like, take your virginity. Like, why you don't want me to take your virginity? And I'm like, first of all, I don't know you. That's first of all. We know each other based off us seeing each other every Saturday for the past couple months, but it's like, I don't know you like that. I'm not into, like, I like boys, of course. I like to kiss boys, but that's it. I don't want to take it no further. Like, I used to really be like, I want to wait until I'm married. So cute. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, like, I want to wait until I'm married. Like, I feel like that's something that you should do, like, when you're married. And he was just like, yeah, nah, you a little ass girl. And like, he got mad. Like, he got so mad. So I was just like, okay. So we ended up hanging up. So I want to say, like, some months go by. Like, literally some months go by. Out of nowhere, Pierre calls me, and we just like chopping it up, and he just like talking to me. He was just like, yeah, like, how you been and what I was doing. And I'm just like talking to him, and I'm just like, yeah, like, you had me messed up the last time we talked. Like, you got mad because I didn't want to lose my virginity to you. And I'm like, I feel like that was kind of weird. Like, I thought you was better than that. And he was just like, yeah, like, I was on, you feel me, like, I don't know, I was tripping, like, I don't know what I was on. He was like, but you feel me, like, I want to see you, and like, let's start talking again, like, I miss you. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So we just sit on the phone, and we just like talking, like, we catching back up, and he's telling me how he was in a hospital because he had got jumped, and they like beat him up really, really bad. And I'm just like, damn. So him and Dee ended up going to the same school. So Pierre ended up moving from where he lived at, and he ended up going to school with Dee. So Dee would just be like, yeah, girl, I see Pierre at my school. Like, he goes here now. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's crazy. Mind you, she knew everything that had happened. I had told her everything that had happened with him, all of that. She knew how much I liked him. She knew all of that. And I told her how we had started talking again. So she was just like, yeah, oh, that's crazy. Like, I be seeing him at school. Like, he don't necessarily say anything to me, but I be seeing him. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So, and that was that. That's all she had said, and we left it at that. So me and him was talking for like a good month, and then we just like stopped talking again, because I was just like, Pierre be on books. I already know that, because of course Dee, she went to the same school with him, so she would pretty much tell me like, yeah, the girls be on him. Like, you feel me, he got the B words, like, he got them, like. And so I was just like, yeah, no, that kind of was a turn off, because I'm just like, honestly, you already gave me a vibe. Like, I had this one rule, like, when I tell you my boundaries when I was younger, I set boundaries in place, and I didn't play when it comes to my boundaries when I was younger. I don't know what happened. So basically, I was the type that if a boy showed interest in only wanting to have relations with me, sexual relations, then I didn't deal with him. So if you gave off the vibe that you only wanted to have sex with me, I immediately cut you off, because I wasn't into that, and I didn't want to. Nobody was going to pressure me into do that. Nobody was going to bully me into doing that. So I was just like, you know what? As soon as you show them signs, it's a wrap. I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm good. So that was my rule. And you would think that even after that had happened, that I would have just completely cut him off and just left it at that. Anyways, so we had stopped talking once again. So even though Dee would come to my house a lot and I would go to her house a lot, she never would tell me like, oh, like too much about him. She'd just be like, oh yeah, like, he got hoes, the girls like him at the school, he be talking to this person, talking to that person, blah blah blah. So one day, mind you, it's been a while now, it's been like a couple months since I had talked to him. And so Dee ended up calling me. Whatever phone I had, it was like mobile to mobile, where the call would be free if that person had the same carrier. So I believe she had the same one as me. So when she called me, I was able to answer the phone. And it was like lunchtime at my school. So when she called me, she was just like, yeah, girl, like, what you doing? And I'm like, nothing, it's lunchtime. And she was just like, oh, I'm going home right now. And I'm like, why you going home? And she was just like, I left school, I'm just about to go home and just like chill. And I'm just like, oh, okay. She was like, bitch, guess who I'm with? And I'm like, who? Like, who you with? And she was like, bitch, Pierre. And I was like, Pierre? Like, what you with him for? And she was like, oh, it's me, Pierre. And then she said like two other boys. So I was just like, oh, like, what y'all doing? She was like, girl, like, we about to ditch school. Like, we ditching right now until, we ready to go back to school. Like, we gonna go home. We gonna go to my house. We gonna smoke. And, I'm trying to do all this before my mama get there. So I'm like, okay. Like, y'all, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't even trip. So I'm just like, okay. Like, tell Pierre I said hi. And so she was like, Pierre, Jamie should say hi. And he was like, tell her I said what's up with it. So that was that, right? I didn't hear from her for the rest of the day. Y'all, So I didn't hear from her for the rest of the day. And so the next day I ended up calling her phone because I'm just like, she always would have people, like she would ditch school and have people go to her house and they would smoke and shit. So I didn't think nothing of it like too bad. Like I didn't think like she would try to mess with Pierre or anything like that. Like I didn't even think nothing of it, because I forgot to tell y'all, she ended up messing with his cousin. So she ended up messing with his cousin, the one that I told y'all was the football star. She ended up messing with him. She didn't get his brother, but she ended up getting his cousin, and they actually were dating. Like they were actually dating. And you know, her mom allowed that relationship. Like I told y'all, everybody's mom allowed it. Okay, it was like the way this boy was, that the moms was just like, okay, well, if y'all gonna date, y'all could date him. Like I don't mind if you date him. Like it was like that. It was so weird. But anyways, so she dated his cousin, and they were together for a minute. Like they were actually together, in love, all of that, posting each other, all of that, right? So fast forward, anyways. So I end up calling her phone because I'm just like, you feel me? Like I want to know like what happened. Like did he bring me up? Like girl, spill the tea. So I end up calling her. She didn't answer. So I was like, okay, that's weird. So I was like, okay, maybe she gonna call me back. I get sidetracked, of course. A couple days go by, she ended up calling my phone. So she was just like, yeah, girl, like, what's up? Like, what you doing? I'm just like, nothing, like, just chilling. What you doing? And she was like, nothing. She was like, but bitch, let me tell you. She was like, me and Pierre smashed. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, girl, me and Pierre, we smashed. Y'all don't understand. Like my feelings was so hurt, because I'm just like, dang, this is somebody that you know that I really did like. And I know I shouldn't have even have been mad, because it's like, it is what it is. Like that's what he was on anyways. But it was just still like, girl, you know I like this boy. Like why would you, out of all the boys, why would you go mess with him? Mind you used to mess with his cousin. Like he should have been off limits. Like you already smashed his cousin. Like you trying to keep it in the family, sis? So I was just like, dang, girl, like that's messed up. Like I know me and Pierre had our little history. I was like, but don't you think that's kind of like weird? And she was just like, girl, but y'all never did nothing. And you know, he said it was cool. Like it is what it is. Like y'all don't talk or nothing like that. And I already know y'all don't talk, so I didn't think you would be mad about it. And I was just like, it's not even that like I'm mad about it. I'm like, it's the principle about the situation. Like, girl, you used to mess with his cousin. Like, come on now, like, stand up, sis. What's up with you? Like, stop giving that little cooter away to everybody. Like, what's wrong with you? And she was just like, yeah, girl, but it's cool. Like, I'm not tripping. And like, y'all, she was just like going on and on about how she wasn't tripping, that they was cousins, and that me and him didn't talk no way. So it was cool. It ain't like we did something, so I shouldn't even be mad. So I was just like, yeah, okay, well, you know, like I'm gonna call you back. Like I'm gonna talk to you later. So y'all, my feelings was so hurt. Although I didn't cut my friend off, because that wasn't my boyfriend or anything. Like I looked at it like, okay, that's not even my boyfriend, whatever. Like, you feel me? You chose up, you want to talk to her, whatever. She a rat anyway, so do you. So I kind of like was just like in my feelings about it, because I'm just like, dang, like you didn't even ask. Like you didn't even say, girl, is it cool? Like you called my phone and let me know you with him, but you didn't say, like, is it cool that I get some of this? I know that you don't, you feel me, like you're not into having sex, so is it cool that you feel me, push up on that? Like, and then I would have told her, like, I don't know what I would have told her. I probably would have been like, yeah, girl, because I'm not into that. Like, I'm cool. But I don't know, y'all. I was just like, dang, that's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. I wanted to cut her off. Like, I wanted to completely cut her off. I completely cut his ass off. Like, I had called him and I had asked him about it. I'm like, dang, like, you and Didi, y'all got it in? And he was just like, what? Who told you that? I'm like, Didi told me that, fool. And he was just like, oh, like, dang, like she running her mouth. And I'm just like, yeah, so y'all you feel me, y'all did that? And he was just like, yeah, we did, woo woo. And then he started talking about how I wasn't trying to give it up, and that he did that because she was giving it up. And not only that, the night that we was kissing and I didn't want to, you know, do anything with him, he was like that he was so mad that he was thinking about, I ain't never heard nobody say nothing like that. Like, so because I didn't want to do anything with you, you was gonna try to cut me? Like, I was so shocked. But he was just like, yeah, you didn't want to do nothing with me, and I wanted to cut you up that night. And I was like, oh my God, I dodged a bullet. And I was just like, oh, okay, you know what, it's cool, like y'all do y'all. And I ended up just hanging up the phone. Y'all, when I tell you, I was like, thank God I dodged a bullet. Like, thank God I dodged a bullet. Like, who says that? First of all, who say that? Who that was the first and the last person I ever came across that said some craziness like that to me about me not wanting to give them something that made them want to harm me. Like, yo, I was just like, oh my God. And me and Didi, we still did be cool because, of course, we had to see each other every Saturday. And it was just like, after he said that, it was like, girl, good luck to you. Good luck, sis. You feel me? Like, go ahead, do your thing. But yeah, y'all, she was turned up. I ain't gonna lie. She was real turned up. Like, even though that was my best friend, she was my best friend, but she was a rat. She was giving that little cat away. Like, it was, y'all, Didi was that friend where it was just like, you don't want to judge her, but Didi, your mama think you just innocent because she got good grades and stuff. So her mama thought she was just so innocent, like her precious little princess. But that precious little princess was giving that kitty away like free candy on Halloween. Like, y'all, she was turned up. I'm not even gonna lie. But we ended up still being friends, and I stopped talking to Pierre, but I'm not gonna lie, Pierre is still my friend on Facebook, Instagram. He's still my friend on so much social media. And yeah, but we never really had no conversations after that, like little conversations, like, you know, like, hey, hi, oh, you know, comment, you look good, or stuff like that. But other than that, yo, I had never gave Pierre my number ever again. Me and Pierre never got on the phone again. Like, that was just that was like the end of me and Pierre after he said that crazy stuff to me. But yeah, y'all, that is the story on how my best friend got with a boy that I liked. And yeah, but I thank God she did do that because I dodged a bullet. Because can y'all imagine this crazy psychotic man? I need to stop calling him a man. This crazy psychotic boy, like, I really thank God I never met. And it's crazy because he would always want me to be his girlfriend, and I would always say no because she would tell me about the girls that he had at the school. So I would be like, yeah, no. But yeah, y'all, that is the ending of this story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't even have to tell y'all no more because y'all already know why I'm excited. But anyways, y'all, all right, bye.